This is part 1 of our story, The Time Traveler's Gift. Stay tuned till the end for some exciting vocabulary to boost your English skills. Now, let's dive into the story. It was a warm summer evening in the small town of Willow Creek. The sky was painted in hues of orange and pink as the sun dipped below the horizon. Sam, a 17-year-old with tousled brown hair and an insatiable curiosity, sat cross-legged on the dusty floor of his late grandfather's cluttered workshop. Sunlight streamed through the grimy windows, casting shadows on the dozens of unfinished inventions that lay scattered around. In his hands, he held what seemed to be an ordinary, rusty pocket watch. Sam sighed, flipping the watch over in his hands. His grandfather, a renowned but eccentric inventor, had left it to him in his will. Just a keepsake, Sam thought, admiring the intricate engravings on the surface. But as he examined it closely, something extraordinary happened. The hands of the watch began to spin wildly, glowing with a strange blue light. "Whoa!" Sam exclaimed, stumbling backward. Before he could comprehend what was happening, a swirling vortex of light enveloped him. The world around him blurred and twisted, and in a heartbeat, he was no longer in his grandfather's workshop. Sam found himself standing in the middle of Willow Creek, but it was different. The buildings were newer, and the streets were bustling with people dressed in old-fashioned clothes. Horses trotted down the cobblestone roads, and street vendors called out their wares. Sam had traveled back in time, 50 years, to be exact. Heart-pounding, Sam took in the scene. "This is unbelievable," he whispered. He wandered through the town, marveling at the sights and sounds. But his awe was interrupted when he noticed a boy about his age sitting on the steps of the town library, looking conflicted. The boy's name was James, and he was holding 2 letters in his hands, his brows furrowed. Curious, Sam approached him. "Hey, are you okay?" Sam asked. James looked up, startled. "I don't know which letter to send," he admitted, showing Sam the envelopes. "One is to my uncle, asking for work at his factory. The other is to a publisher, for my stories. I just don't know which path to choose." Sam, thinking it was all just an amusing adventure, didn't realize the weight of his words. "Go with the factory," he suggested. "You'll make money and have a stable future." James looked unsure but nodded. Moments later, the pocket watch buzzed in Sam's hand, signaling it was time to return. With a flash of light, he was back in the present day, breathing heavily on the workshop floor. But something was off. Willow Creek was changed. The familiar ice cream shop was gone, replaced by a tall office building. The park where he and his best friend, Ella, would hang out was now a parking lot. Heart racing, Sam sprinted to Ella's house, hoping for some comfort. But when she opened the door, her eyes were blank, unfamiliar. "Sorry, do I know you?" Ella asked, her voice polite but distant. Sam's stomach dropped. His best friend didn't recognize him. Panic coursed through his veins. The chain of events he'd set in motion in the past had changed everything he knew. Desperately, he pulled out the pocket watch, only to find it glitching and sparking. "Oh no," Sam whispered, his voice shaky. "I have to fix this." But as he prepared to travel back again, a voice called his name from behind. Sam whirled around and gasped. Standing there, with a grim expression, was himself. His future self, older and battle-worn, with a determined look in his eyes. "You have no idea what you've done," the future Sam said, his voice low and serious. The watch buzzed one last time, and the screen faded to black. What a thrilling adventure! Will Sam be able to fix his mistake, or will the future be forever changed? Find out in part 2 of The Time Traveler's Gift. Before we go, don't forget to check out the vocabulary section to strengthen your English. And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our next exciting episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.